Erika, during your trip, you get some good legal news.
It felt really good to actually know that, hey, what I had been saying for a long time was true. Attached are 2 decisions today by the district court on our appeal regarding the earrings.
Oh.
The court wants the trustee to prove that the money used to pay for the earrings was actual client trust fund money. I won my appeal for the earrings, which I so joyously told everybody, which fell on deaf ears. I think that it's important, maybe for you, Crystal. She was saying something about my earrings, I believe, in Aspen.
I would give it up.
You're not
Let's get
caring?
real.
Yeah, let's get real. You're not caring without facts, though. What facts do you have? So I wanted to make sure that she knew that I had won my appeal. But I don't think she, talk about uneducated. I mean, do you realize how big of a deal that is? No. Okay, but moving on. Whatever. But I do not get the earrings back. They were sold at auction, which is fine. Honestly, I knew that the day that I took them and placed them in the person's hands, like, probably won't see these again.
But at least, you're vindicated.
Yes.
That's the most important part.
That is the most
obviously, it would be nice to have those as well, but being vindicated is huge.
Much more important. Yes, much more important.
How vindicated did you feel when it snowed in Pasadena recently?
Yeah. I keep getting vindicated.
By the way, it wasn't even in Pasadena.
It wasn't. And you know what? You were the only one. You were the only one that got it. You were the only one that said it's not
coming from the mountains down.
Yeah, and that's and she was the only one that understood.
It wasn't in Pasadena. It was driving from somewhere else high in the mountain. Everyone tells me, "Don't worry, Kyle. Eventually, people will figure it out." And sometimes it takes a lot of freaking years.
I was gonna say it takes years.
I mean, for years, people say I stole Kim's goddamn house.
Everything I've done for you. You stole my goddamn house.
My hands were tied.
Does that hurt you?
Oh,
when people ask you or they bring it up like it's funny, you stole my goddamn house?
Oh, no, now I don't care. I laugh at that. I'll even repost funny memes about that and stuff. But it was people who would actually think that actually happened that I couldn't explain.
Well, you can never explain it away. They will never
listen. But here's my problem. I could have, but then I would not be being a good sister or talking about private family things. So many times I sit there and stay quiet. And then, that's the thing. I mean...
And you have to take it on the chin a lot.
Take it on the chin, and then 5 years later it comes out, well, you wanted me to buy you out of the house because of A, B, C, D.
But by that point, it's already...
By that point, I feel like I can say this, now. Sometimes it takes a while. It's just frustrating, though.
Crystal, Annemarie alleged that you said something about the ladies when you first met her.
She was pissed at me, so she found a way to try to get back at me for calling her out, and that's what happened.
And then you said that the ladies were fake socialites and that you were the only true socialite in the group.
Crystal does take a lot of pride in being a socialite. She actually, that's what she is. I do believe that she said that. I do.
Isn't that like an old term used as like, oh, what are we doing, a debutante ball and coming out? Is this a cotillion? None of us here are from, good breeding, despite what Sutton wants to think of herself.
I've been to the Met Gala 7 times. I'm on the board of American Ballet Theater.
Okay.
I just resigned from Mocha Board.
Okay.
So there's that.
None of us here are, Northeastern blue bloods, so off.
Okay, so Crystal and I actually just talked about this the other day.
And?
At the American Ballet Theater Gala.
I know, I missed it.
That I chaired.
I know.
She said, I'm not a socialite. Socialites are in New York. It's an East Coast thing.
Is she social, though? She's always out doing something.
She's social.
Okay. But not a socialite.
She might be the most social one in the group.
Okay.
I could hear her saying something like that. Like, I'm kind of the more social one. That I could hear her saying.
Okay.
I'm a very social person, and I don't call myself a socialite, but if that's what being social is, then I guess I am.
Yeah, the first night that Crystal and I met at that holiday party at our mutual friend's house, she was like, I'm a housewife, and I was like, oh, interesting. Like, so, are you guys, really good friends?
When I met her, she had asked me, because she watched the show, so she goes, do you guys hang out with each other all the time? And I said, some people hang out, and some people, I might see them after, the next season. I said, it looks like everyone is super social, but there's more people who have big groups of friends or their tight group. So I said, I'm someone that has a lot of friends. I'm very social. I'm one of the more social people because I'm from LA. And she took that to change it into, I said, everyone is not a socialite, but I am.
She's like, they are uneducated and pretend socialite. She's like, I'm the only real, actual socialite in the group.
She probably did call us all uneducated. Hooray.
Don't care.
Yeah, right. Okay, what's your
I
next
mean,
question? Okay.
I don't care. Like if she wants to say I'm uneducated,
I don't
did not go
either.
to college. I'm also very intelligent and very successful, so I don't really care what someone says I'm uneducated.
I mean, there's many ways to be educated. What, formally educated, street-wise? Are you worldly?
Self-educated.
Like like what are we talking about? Sexual knowledge? I don't know, financial, spiritual?
Why
And if
does
you
that
hate us
count?
and we're also dumb, what are you doing here? That makes you dumb too. Sorry.
At one point, Annemarie claims she made Crystal relevant.
No, I think I did.
Jealous of what? Your ugly leather pants?
You know, we're just letting Crystal be Crystal. Calm and quiet. And now Annemarie's not having that.
Bring it down a notch.
Do not tell me to bring it down.
You're acting like a hormonal teenager.
Oh my God.
It goes back to like your insecurity thing, Crystal.
The girl who calls herself a doctor who's a nurse.
See?
Enough.
I want to thank you for giving
what?
you something to talk about and making your ass relevant.
How does anyone make anyone relevant? And no one's ever met her before. The concept makes no sense to me.
I do think that Annemarie challenged Crystal and made Crystal speak up.
You're such a bitch!
Crystal is so triggered by my presence. Crystal wanted to go to medical school. Sorry, Crystal, that you decided to marry a man that didn't support your dreams.
He was like, I need to get married. I want a family. And then so I decided not to go to medical school.
Crystal probably sees me, is super triggered. Look at her with her, sorry, my life's pretty awesome, whatever. And she is a thriving medical professional. Wish I would have been able to do that. So of course she's triggered by it.
As an outsider, it just seemed like the two of you were going at one another. You were going hard, she was going hard.
You're implying that she's an eating disorder.
I'm not. For the record, those are Crystal's words, not mine. I never said that.
You said eating disorder.
No, I didn't.
Let me tell you something. You're such a bitch!
Saying that I called everyone non-socialites when I'm a socialite, saying that now she's part of the group and I'm relevant. It's all sort of nonsense. And so I don't, when that happens, I feel like it's disingenuous. I disconnect. I'm just not that person. So I just find it comical, but it's I can only defend myself so much. It's just kind of an absurd comment, but,